Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have to do a quick intro because I'm running a little late, but this is the look I'm doing for you today. I'm basically just kind of chatting and also getting ready for my last day at Morphe. Today is my last day, so I really wanted to go all out. The theme today is actually me. So cute. The girls picked to like basically do makeup inspired by my style. So it's very winged out, very intense. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you want to see how I got the look, then keep on watching. So I'm going to throw on a little moisturizer real quick. This is the Clinique Pet Start Hydro Brush. So I thought it was so cute, the theme for today, but it also makes me really sad. But, so basically my coworkers decided, because it was my last day, that today's theme was going to be me. So everyone's doing looks inspired by the kind of looks like me, like the kind of looks I do, which I thought was so fun. So, I need to do something that's very me. It's very like me, kind of my vibe, which is winged out, intense eyeshadow. So that is what we're doing today. Sorry, I'm getting some brushes together here. All right, yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. Also, I have like such little time because I woke up late, which is fun and fresh. It wouldn't be me if I didn't wake up late. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I feel like my vibe, like blue, is something that's like very me. I love doing blue eyeshadow. General crazy colors, you know, all around crazy colors. I wonder if I should use Blue Blood. Oh my god, why do I like not know what I want to do all of a sudden? I think I'm gonna do Blue Blood and my new 39S palette. I think I'm gonna do like purple and teal, because that would just be the ultimate me look. So I'm gonna do purple on top, I think, and then like teal on the bottom. So I'm gonna start by priming my eyes. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I actually really enjoy this concealer a lot, like a lot. The only shade I have though is super light, so as you can see it looks fucking crazy. But that's okay, we'll make it work. So I'm gonna take some white to set my brow bone. This is MAC Shivering White Powder, which is my favorite white ever. I use this on my face, on my eyes, everything. I'm pretty sure they don't make it anymore, which is stupid because it's so good. But I mean, I've had this for years now, probably like 7 years. And it's still going strong, and I still have a lot. I haven't hit pan yet, thank God. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, not that one, this one right here, from the 39S. It's called Grape Mines, which is super cute and fresh. So I'm going to take that on a Morphe M504, which is one of my favorite blending brushes, and I'm going to put this in the crease. Basically what I want to do is kind of build up this color, but get it really concentrated right there at the crease, and then just like keep blending it into the white so that it sort of fades out and it makes like a light lilac color on the edges, because I don't have like a perfectly, like a light lilac, you know, to use to kind of blend out this shade. So I'm going to have to mix this with the white to kind of cheat that and to get it look like it's going to fade. I'm also going to mix a tiny bit of that one with the white itself and sort of dab between both of them and do that around the edges too. And again, that's going to help create like a really soft lilac edge. Now I'm taking a Morphe 456 and the same color, and I'm just starting to really wing that out. Now we're going to go into this shade here, the dark purple, which is called Make It Rain. And on the same 456, I'm going to take this shade and really like dab it first to get the saturation I want. And that is going to go in that sort of like corner shape that I like. And then just sort of blend it in. And then very softly like blending it out into the wing. All right, now for my lid really quick. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going to do this. This is the Morphe Daisy Danger highlight. I think I'm going to do this and just like press it on. And I'm also going to put that in my inner corner. Alright, and I like that, but then to add just like a little pop, I'm going to take my favorite shade in this palette, which is this topper right here, and it's called Here For It. And it is so beautiful. It's like a pinky purple base, but then it's got like pink and blue and purple shimmer in it. So pretty. And I'm just going to take that and lightly press a little bit of that on top. And that's really going to give me like a duochrome kind of effect. But I did want still the base of like the lighter shade on top of it. That's why I put the, or underneath it. That's why I put the Daisy Danger first. Because if not, this would have mixed more with the purple and looked just like a little darker. And I wanted it to have just a little bit of a pop. I feel like I'm going to go through this shade so much faster than the rest of these on this palette because I have worn this palette like 3 or 4 times since I got it, I think. And every single time I've used this shade because I just love it so much. So now that I have that done, I just want to add the tiniest bit of depth, but I'm going to wait and do that to sort of coincide with the bottom, you'll see. So for the bottom, I'm going to start out with just a little bit of a base on the bottom because I don't have concealer underneath yet. So I'm going to use this right here. This is Jeffree Star Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I want to use this just to get a little bit of a base so that everything really sticks and stands out. I love doing colored bases whenever I do like super colorful eyeshadow. And the, I mean liquid lipsticks in general, but I really like Jeffree Star's lipstick. I can't talk. Liquid lipsticks in general I like as bases. But I especially like Jeffree Star's. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez. So on a different topic, I'm pretty sure I have like crippling intense anxiety that's just currently like undiagnosed and untreated. So it's so random, but like seriously, I'll explain. Because I'm really interested to see if you guys can like comment and tell me if this is something you've gone through or whatever you're going through. I don't know because, I mean, I'm sure many people have gone through it, but it's just weird because like, I will, and I'm gonna just really quickly, I'm gonna take the color Flourishing from the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. And then for my Jaclyn Hill, I'm gonna take this shade here at the bottom as well. So I'm gonna take that and the one from Jeffree Star to do the lower lash line, the lighter one and the inner corner and sort of blend it underneath, and then the darker one closer to the lash line. So let me just explain what happens because it's really crazy. So basically I get anxiety from things that I feel like I shouldn't. And it's one of those things where like I can tell that like I'm having an anxiety attack. Like I can tell that the feelings I'm feeling are completely not reasonable. Like they're very out of the ordinary. Like a normal person wouldn't be anxious in, you know, XYZ scenario. For example, the other day I was at Disney and it was like our last trip to Disney. And so I wanted to go on the Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios because that's my favorite ride. And I've been on that ride like a million times before. Like I've gone on that ride since I was like 10 and I go on it every single time I go there and it's just my favorite and I love it. I'm not scared of that ride literally at all. And so I get to the ride and I noticed that like there's 4 different sections to this ride. So like they can do 4 different cars at a time. And I noticed when we were like walking in, and if you've been on that ride, there's like you watch this little video and then you go into sort of the main area where everyone gets on the cars or whatever. And when I was in that main area, as soon as we walk in, I noticed that 2 of the cars were like down. So they were only doing 2 cars. So immediately my anxiety, like, boom, crazy. And I don't know what it is, but I just start like imagining the worst things ever that could possibly happen. So basically I started imagining that, you know, I was going to go on it and it was going to malfunction. It was going to like actually fall and slam in the bottom, not like stop like it's supposed to. I was imagining like when you like first get on the ride and you like the ride starts, it like basically is a ride that it'll sort of like go up a little bit and then you'll like watch a scene from like a hotel, and then these doors will close and then you'll go up and you're like in this elevator, go up a couple more floors, and then there's like this part where the car starts like driving out onto this like basically through a hallway in the hotel, and it's like riding through this hallway in a hotel, and all I could think of the whole time was like it's gonna get stuck in this mechanism and it's going to like fall backwards, or it's going to like fall and like things are gonna fall on top of us and then we're gonna get crushed. And then like at the right before the ride really starts, you like go into this dark room. Like after you ride through the hallway, you just ride into this like dark room where you can't see anything, and that's when it like randomly will shoot up or fall down or whatever. And my anxiety at that point was so high that I felt like I was gonna vomit. Like, and it wasn't from being scared of like the drop. Like I don't care, like I love the drop. Like that's my favorite part of those rides. The feeling in your stomach when you like drop and then you go back up again and you drop again. Like I like all that. I'm gonna take the shade Undertaker next. Is that what that is? Yeah, Undertaker. So that wasn't it. It was just legitimately that I was deathly afraid that there was going to be a malfunction and the ride was going to like fuck up and I was going to get crushed. I was going to fall. I was going to die. And it kind of like always comes back to that, like this crazy intense fear of dying. And it's happened ever since I had Lily. So I'm sure that's part of it. But then, you know, it's like there's normal things that I can't do. Like I will be like any situation that's normal, I will get insane anxiety about some terrible thing happening and where like I die or Lily dies. Or like one time I was in a restaurant with Lily having breakfast, just me and her, and we sat down, and the way our table was set up, they sat us down next to like right across from these two older guys, probably like mid-40 guys. And they were just sitting at a table by themselves, talking, whatever, having breakfast. And immediately, I was just like, first thought, they're rapists. Like, that's it. Like, I already know. And they're going to try to steal us in the parking lot and kidnap us and take us. And I feel like it's not normal to, like, just first think that. And then Lily, and she was a baby. Like, she was probably, like, 7 months, I think, or 8 months or something like that. And she started to like look at them because she was starting to get like curious, you know, at that point in time about like other people or whatever. So she kept like turning around in her little seat to look at these guys while we were at breakfast. And, you know, so these older guys, and she starts looking at them. So they start paying attention to her because, you know, she's a cute little baby. And I started getting like so mad at her because she wouldn't turn around. She wouldn't stop looking at them, to a point where I was like literally upset that she kept looking at them, because in my mind I was like, Lily, stop looking at them. Like they're going to kidnap us. They're going to steal us. And my anxiety was like through the roof, to where like I was putting her in the car and I was like, I couldn't put her in the car without looking over my shoulder like every 5 seconds. Like if I sat, like I had my head in the car, like putting her in the car seat. If I stuck to being like putting her in the car seat and like latching her in for more than 5 seconds, there would be so much anxiety building up that I had no choice but to stop and like look around, because I literally convinced myself that someone was behind us, like someone's coming to get us. And it's always this like same theme of like, either I'm gonna die or like someone's going to kidnap me or kidnap Lily and like take us and, you know, do stuff to us. Like that is what it is. And so I'm just trying to figure out, like, it's one of those things where I didn't even need to like ask or talk about it. Like I literally know I need to get like, I don't know if I need to like talk, if it's like a talk to someone. I hate medicine, so I don't want to just be fucking medicated. But I just, you know, I can tell like this is not okay. Like this is not normal to feel these kind of feelings, and it's so strong. Even to the point sometimes where I get like the fight or flight kind of feeling in your body where it's sort of like, you know, you make a decision now and you have to freaking go and like do something and whatever. I'll get that kind of feeling for literally nothing, for literally like being in my car, for being in my house, like, and something will make me think like something's out to get me, like da, da, da. It's really annoying and upsetting. So all that to say, I know I need to go talk to someone about it. But do you ever feel like it's so hard because you just have like life? I don't know. Like I feel like I don't prioritize things like that for myself, and I need to, for sure. You know, I definitely feel like once I'm not working 40 hours a week, I'm gonna have more time to prioritize like my own health and myself, you know, and prioritize just like being with Lily, prioritize like, you know, I don't know, everything like that, because I won't be worried about like having to work a bunch and like be so, not that I don't enjoy work, but to be able to take time to make sure like I'm good, because I would always just pay attention to or think about like what's going on at work, like what do I need to like work on at work, like what needs help there. Like I would always be so work focused and sort of let myself, like my own mental health or whatever, like fall by the wayside. I know I do that. So that's something I want to like improve on and be better at once I have like the time, you know. So in the inner corner, I just layered on top of all that a little bit of this Pool Party shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And then I'm going to take the DEYSI Danger highlight again and just put that here to sort of like mesh the upper, like the top and the bottom, and make sure there's sort of like blending. So I'm kind of putting that in the inner corner and lightly blending it over the Pool Party color. Okay, so I'm loving this. So I'm going to put on some lashes now. And I'm not like a liner person. When I have this kind of look on, I just don't really find the need to put on eyeliner. So I'm not going to. So for my lashes, I really want to wear my Hypnotics, but I don't know if I have a pair. The Morphe lashes on the style Hypnotic are my absolute favorite lashes of all time. They're just beautiful and perfect. But I don't think I have a pair in here. So I think I'm gonna have to wear these. All right, so I'm gonna put on lashes. These are some mink ones. I actually don't know what they are. I have this this Morphe lash book here, and I love it because I could just put my old pairs in here and store them, but I don't know what they are. So I literally have no clue what these are. I'm so sorry about that. I can't even, like, looking at them, I'm like, ugh. So I'm gonna throw these on really quick. I like to use the Dark Tone Duo Glue. It's my absolute favorite. And then for mascara, I'm using the MAC in Extreme Dimension. So I'm gonna put those on and I'm gonna be right back. All right, eyes are done other than eyebrows, which I always do last. Also, side note, if you guys are looking for a really good curling iron, sorry, I have like a giant knot in my hair, a really good curling iron, highly recommend actually the Dry Bar Straightener. I now curl my hair with the Dry Bar Straightener, and just take a look at this really quick. Do you see how like nice and like bouncy and curly this hair is? I curled this yesterday morning, and whenever I curl my hair with the Dry Bar Straightener, I would literally get these amazing curls, and they stay in literally until I wash my hair. Like, can now curl my hair and then just let it go for like 5 days, truly. And then, you know, I have like 2 days of my hair down and then maybe some dry shampoo for the 3rd day. And then I just do 2 days with my hair like up in a ponytail. And my ponytail will still be extremely curly. Like, it's insane. Highly recommend if you're in the market for that. All right, so let's do some foundation. For foundation, I'm gonna use what I've been using a lot lately, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Original. I decided to get this on a whim because I hadn't gotten it in a while, and makes me wonder why I ever stopped. Like, this stuff is amazing. So I'm just gonna use this. This shade I'm using right now is 2 Neutral 2, which is called Buff. And then I'm just gonna apply this with my Beauty Blender Pro. If you notice that my face over here is really swollen, right here, and it's like sticking out, it is because I have a wisdom tooth I need to get taken out. But again, because I don't prioritize my own self ever, I didn't get it taken out when I needed it to be taken out a couple weeks ago. They told me that it's gonna just cause me issues, need to go get it taken out, and I didn't, and now my face is infected from that wisdom tooth, which is super fun. So need to get that taken out ASAP so my face doesn't fall off. But yeah, that's the tea on that. The only issue is that the tooth requires, like, it's gonna have to be that wisdom tooth surgery where you're like put out, you know, and then you get the surgery, but then I'm gonna be on pain meds for a couple days. And right now I don't really have the luxury of being able to be in bed for a couple days when I have Lily and Shane works. So that also is why it's just not, the timing's not worked out. I've realized ever since I had Lily, and I mean, I guess I never thought about it, doing things for yourself just is much harder to do, especially in terms of, like, for me the biggest thing has been like my health. Like, I feel like I only ever take her to doctor's appointments anymore, but if something happens to me, I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. I'm like, fuck it, I'll be good. It's probably not good. I also had a swatch of Hot Shot on my arm from yesterday night, and that I didn't wash off before I went to bed, and I lay like with my hand on like here, and so now I have a swatch of Hot Shot on my face, and it's just gonna keep coming through the foundation. I already know it. Let me try to add a little more though to see if I can cover that up so I don't look crazy. Oh God, I can, like, in the camera I can see how bad this is. And then I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix Concealer. Actually use my old one. Studio Fix Concealer. This is the shade NW15. This concealer is life. If you have not already tried it, it's literally amazing. I also just realized my eyes are kind of like Little Mermaid colors. It's kind of cool. I just love what concealer does for me. It makes me look so much more lively. Love it. So now I'm going to do my setting powder, and I'm going to use my OG favorite Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. I've tried so many things, I just keep coming back to this. It's just so good. And I'm using this new brush I just got. This is, it's not new, but it's new to me. The Morphe E49. I love this little thing. It's like a little egg-shaped powder brush. And for me, I feel like it really mimics the look I get when I put on my powder with my Beauty Blender. And I decided to get it to like give it a try, and I literally love it. And it's great because I feel like my beauty sponges would get really dirty really fast because I would put on my foundation and concealer with it, and I would then go in and set my concealer with my powder with the same sponge. And I love the way it looked, so I kept doing it, but then my beauty blenders and my sponges would get like really clogged up with product really quickly. So I decided to get this brush. I've been eyeing it for a while anyway, and I decided to get it, and it for me does the same thing the sponge does in terms of getting your powder looking really flawless and blended, but then my sponges don't get so clogged up with product. So I really like this brush. And then I'm just setting everywhere I put the concealer. And then what I like to do is I set where I put the concealer and then just sort of blend the excess powder out. I don't really anymore like set my face with like a separate, you know, setting powder. I just go with whatever I'm using to kind of like set my under eye. I'm so annoyed about that. That's gonna bug me all day long. Whatever. So for bronzer today, I'm gonna use the KYLIE bronzer in the shade Toasty. And if you missed the video I did a while back with like talking about her bronzers and blushes and stuff, the bronzers are my favorite. They're fine. Like, they're good. Blushes and highlights, not so much. But the bronzers are actually good. This one's a little warmer. I also have another shade. I forget what it's called. But the other shade I have is more of like the true cool brown kind of bronzer shade. But I wanted something with a little more warmth. So I'm going with this. So for blush, I'm going to do what I did yesterday. And I actually really love how it turned out. So I'm going to go back into the palette. And I mixed two colors. Let me see what they're called. I mixed Pink Prize and Bougie, which are these two shades here. So they're both matte pink colors. Actually, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was wearing pink yesterday, so I need to do something purple. I'm actually going to mix the Pink Prize color with Purple Majesty, which are these two shades right here. So two mattes there, but this will end up just being a little more purple than what I had yesterday. I'm going to really quickly set my face with the Morphe setting mist. So really quickly, I'm just filling in my brows while my setting spray kind of sets in before I put on my highlight. And I'm using the Morphe Hazelnut brow pencil, which is my current favorite. Okay, and now for highlight, I'm going to use the Daisy Danger highlight. I have been using this a lot lately. It is very, very nice. And the color is so pretty. It's like a perfect lilac kind of highlight color. So I'm going to apply this with my Morphe M501 brush. And it's not so much of a blinding highlight, it's more of like a glowy highlight. Like, you're not gonna be like my Amrezy highlight where you turn to the side and you're just like, pow, like crazy highlight. It's not gonna be like that, but it's still like gonna give you like this just really pretty kind of pinky glow to your skin. And I highlight everywhere. I know people come for me like in the comment section of all my videos. They're like, why do you highlight the tip of your nose? Because I want to. Like, I like the way it looks. Let me live. I just think it looks cute. I don't know, like when I don't do it, I feel like I'm missing something. And then for my lip, I'm using Blow Pony. All right, guys, so that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this look is a little out there, but it's very me look for my last day of work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, turn on notifications if you have not yet, and I will see you next time. Bye.